Hello, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to generate the particles by using the textures. So in this lesson, I'm going to use these textures here. So this is a portal image. So one image is in the color and one image is in the black and white. So what the thing is, we will generate the particles by using the alpha channel. So just we need to have two images here. One is color and one is like alpha channel. Now you will see this how to generate the particles by using the textures. So first I will create a plane. So just I will scale it out and I will rotate it. So now we need to generate the particles from this plane here. So in order to generate this, we need to go to N particles and there is an option called emit from object, and make sure we need to select this option from the legacy particles. So emit from object. So select this box, and here the emitter type, I need to select this surface, and the remaining options, let it be like in default, and just click on create. So now whenever I click on this play, so it will generate the particles here. So I will increase the frame range. And now what the thing is, we need to generate the particles by using the texture. So in order to do that, we need to select the particles. And here we need to come to this emitter tab. So if you come to this emitter tab, and if you come down here, you can see there is an option like texture emission attributes. So what the thing is, here in the particle color, we need to browse a colored image, which is this one. And here in the texture rate, we need to browse this black and white image. So I will show now. So in order to do that, we need to go to this particle color and click on this checker box and go to the file. So in the file, we need to browse the colored image. So select this. So I'll go to the location. And here I will select this colored image and click on open. And now what the thing is, if I go to this outliner, so if I select this particle, and here make sure we need to enable this inherit color after browsing the image. So enable this. And also in the texture rate, we need to browse the black and white image, which is alpha. So select this file, and we need to select this folder and select this black and white alpha channel and click on open. And again, if you select this particle, and here make sure we need to enable texture rate. So select this, and now we will see. So see, now the particles are generating from the texture here. And the thing is, we need to increase the number of particle rate. So if you want to increase, if you go to emitter, and here you can see there is a basic emitter attribute. So let's say here I will give to like 70,000 or something and click on it. So now it will generate the particles based on the texture. And I don't want this plane, so don't delete, but just I will create a layer based on this. So I will just hide this layer. And now say the particles are generating based on the texture. But still what the thing is, I want the color. So in order to get this color, we need to select this. And here in the particle shape, so after selecting the particles, if you go to the particle shape, and if you come down, here you can see there is an option like color in the per particle attributes. So we need to select this color. And here we need to enable this add particle attributes here. So if you click on this, and now it will add the particle colors. So it will generate the colors based on the image. So now we got this thing. But what the thing is, I don't want the particles should come to the front direction, because now whenever I click on play, the particles are coming to the front. I want the particles should stay in that position, and I want to add some sort of turbulence. So in order to do that, first we need to decrease the speed of these particles. So whenever you select these particles, and now if you come to this emitter, so if you come to this option called like basic emission speed attributes, here I will give the value to 0 in the speed. So now whenever we click play, so the particles will generate only in that position here. Now what the thing is, we need to create some sort of animation, like we can add the turbulence and other fields, which is present in the effects tab here. So first we'll add the turbulence to this. And also you need to remember one thing, you need to, if you want to get the particles in the perfect shape as in the texture, you need to apply the UVs too. Means in these cases, I have not applied any UVs. But for example, see, suppose if you create any plane, and if you scaled it, let's say you have scaled it. Now let's say, suppose for example, I will apply the texture to this here. So right click, assign new material. And if I go to this honor or whatever, and now if I apply that same texture for this, so let's say if I apply same textures, So if you go to 6, now you can see the texture. So here the texture is not proper because we have not applied any UV. So the particles will generate based on this shape here. So make sure if you want the perfect circle, you need to apply the UV for this thing. So for example, if I go to this modeling and if I go to this UV, you need to apply the planar mapping. So as for this example, this plane is directing towards the Y direction. So here I will select this Y and click on project. And we need to adjust this texture here. Then only we will get the proper shape here. So as for this plane, which I have created, here already the UVs are properly aligned. So that's why I didn't apply any UV mapping. So in case if you are using this thing, means like if you scale this option, then the particles will generate based on the texture size here. Okay, so I will just undo and just I will hide this plane. So now what we need to do is we need to apply some sort of force to this. So in order to apply this, we can select the particles. And if you go to this fields and solvers in the effects tab, and here you can see there are some options. So for this example, I'm going to apply this turbulence. So just I will go to select this turbulence, and whenever I click on this play, so you will get some sort of motion to these particles here. Okay. So we got this nice portal effect here. And also like we can increase and decrease the strength of the turbulence. So whenever you select this turbulence and if you go to the attributes, so here you can see there is an option like magnitude. So you can increase and decrease this magnitude. So let's say if I give the value to 10, so it depends. So if I give to like 50 or something, you'll get this thing here. But what the thing is, I want the continuation animation, but I don't want to increase the number of particles because the lifetime of these particles are unlimited, means like it is staying forever. I want to decrease the lifetime of this particle so that we can able to see the perfect effect of this portal. So now if you want to decrease the lifespan of these particles, we need to select the particles. And if you go to the particle shape, and here you can see there is an option, the lifespan. So in the lifespan attribute, here you can see, and here I can give the value to like random range. So let's say it can be like between like 1 to 4 or something. So now the particles will stay only for the 4 frames here. So see, now we got this nice effect. And now we can increase the number of particles. So like if I go to the emitter, you can give like 1 lakh particles per second. So just we can give, and we can apply this nice effect. And if you want, you can give more like 2 lakhs. And make sure before you save this file. And now we got this nice. Let's say I will give like 5 lakhs. Okay. So now we are getting this nice effect. And also what the thing is, let's have it go to like 3. And if you want to drag the particles towards one direction, let's say like if I select these particles, and if I go to the fields and solver, you can see there is an option called like Newton. So if you select this Newton, so see now it has been created the Newton over this ground. So what is the use of this thing is like it will attract the particles towards this direction. Means like see, suppose if I place a Newton here, and now you can see the particles will go to this direction here. See? So like if I give this here, now you can see. Suppose let's say, see if I decrease the strength of this turbulence, let's say if I give to like 5 or something, let it be like an default. And now you can see the particles are going towards the Newton. Now we can increase our lifespan. So if I select these particles and if I go to this lifespan, so let's say if I give the value to like 10 or something. So now you can see the particles will go towards the Newton here. See, it's going front and it's coming back again here. So we can create this nice effects here. So if you want to create it in the center, so let's say if I place it in the center, now all the particles will come in exactly to the center here. See, all the particles are coming towards center. And also we have this like strength, means like if you select this Newton, And now you can see like we can increase the magnitude. Let's say if I give the value to like 20 or something. So see now all the particles are going towards that direction here. So it depends on your requirement, what kind of effects you want to create. You can create these things. So in this way, we can generate the particles by using the textures. You can use any other portal effects. You can search in the Google. So if I go to the Google, like you can search for portal images. So you can take any one of these images here and you can try it yourself. So we can create beautiful portal effects by using all these images here. And also if in case if you want to change the shape of these particles, means for example, like if I select this and if you go to the particle shape here, and you can see there is an option like render attributes. So in the render attributes, defaultly the particles are points. So in case if you want to select, you can select it like a multi-streak. So if you select this, and now you can see we got this nice spark effects. So you can change the particle shape. For example, if you want the spheres, you can see the spheres, and there are like blob, and there are different types of things like clouds. So you can create some sort of like fire effect or something. So like if I select this and if I go to the numeric, you will get all these numbers. So like multi-points. It depends on your requirement, what kind of effects you want here. So like if I select this, so the multi-stick is good. So in this way, we can generate the particles by using the textures. So that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next video.